Today marks 1 year since the terror attack in Nice, France, which killed nearly 90 people. One Americas Jennesh Agagas has more on how the city is recovering from the deadly attack 1 year later.
On July 14, 2016, Nice, France was a target of a terror attack claimed by ISIS. The tragedy happened when a lone attacker plowed his truck through a crowd of people who were waiting to watch fireworks in celebration of Bastille Day. Hundreds of people fled in horror, and a total of 86 people were killed, 10 of them children and teens. Immediately after the attack, the president of France announced the city was on high alert.
Once more, horror has hit France. The terrorist component of this attack cannot be denied. Once more, this is great violence. We have to do everything to fight terrorism.
Later, President François Hollande met with defense secretary chiefs and cabinet ministers to call for national unity. He announced security levels will increase and said state of emergency will be extended for 3 more months. He also called for 12,000 French patriots to become reservists to boost security across the country. 1 year since the tragedy of the Nice terror attack, wounds are still healing from the lives that were lost.
Our family is still in pain, still in limbo since July 14th. We're slowly trying to climb back up. We're drawing strength from our children, from the struggle for life that we're having right now, against radicalization and the rest of these phenomena which pollute our lives.
30,000 people attended the Bastille event. Many survivors still live with fear and anxiety.
We live, but we have a feeling of just surviving. There's a small part of me that died. That's no longer like before. It changed me. It took over my joy of life. I hope that it'll come back. But as it is, we feel a bit isolated. At times, we no longer understand humor. We're neither here nor there.
Others say newly published magazines featuring the tragedy have caused them to relive its worst moments. Paris prosecutors are even demanding those magazine companies withdraw pictures of the images because of how unbearable they are to the victims' families. This isn't the first time Paris has been the target of radical Islamic-fueled terror. The year before, on November 2015, the terror attack in Paris was a carefully coordinated series of suicide bombing and mass shootings that left 130 people dead. European countries elsewhere are still recovering from prominent attacks. Berlin, Germany was another victim of terror attacks when a truck crashed into a crowd of people at a Christmas market, killing 12. In a more recent attack in London, 3 terrorists drove a van into pedestrians and stabbed multiple people, leaving 8 dead. The increased number of terror attacks hasn't just resonated in Europe, but around the world. While meeting with the French leader Thursday, President Donald Trump called for global leaders to fight extremism.
The United States and our allies strengthen our commitments to defeat terrorism.
This year, instead of the usual fireworks displayed on Bastille Day, France will hold a candlelight ceremony, share a memory book of the victims, and a speech from the President of France. Jennesh Agagas, One America News.